Over the past 50 years, I've witnessed countless people, friends, family, colleagues, make choices that led to financial hardship. Some recovered, some didn't, but the lessons have stayed with me. Today, I want to share 10 things you should never do if you want to protect yourself from going broke. Consider this a letter from someone who has seen it all and wants the best for you. Never spend more than you earn. It seems obvious, doesn't it? But too many people fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation, spending every extra dollar as soon as it comes in. Live below your means, not just within them. It's not about deprivation. It's about prioritizing long-term stability over short-term gratification. Never ignore the power of an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, jobs are lost, and medical bills pile up. Without a safety net, even a small crisis can spiral into a financial disaster. Save at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Never borrow for non-essentials. Debt is like a weight that keeps growing heavier. Taking loans for vacations or luxury items might feel good in the moment, but the long-term cost can be devastating. If you can't afford it outright, it's better to wait. Never fall for get-rich-quick schemes. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Over the years, I've seen people lose fortunes chasing promises of easy money. Wealth is built steadily, not overnight. Focus on investments that are steady and sound. Never neglect your health. This might surprise you, but poor health can drain your finances faster than anything else. Medical bills add up, and being unwell can impact your ability to work. Invest in your well-being now. Eat right, exercise, and get regular checkups. Never stop learning. The world is always changing, and staying stagnant is a surefire way to fall behind. Whether it's learning new skills for your career or understanding how to manage your money better, continual education keeps you ahead of the curve. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your income and investments. I've seen people lose everything because they relied on one job, one business, or one stock. Multiple streams of income and a balanced investment portfolio provide security and resilience. Never underestimate the power of small daily habits. Financial success isn't about big wins. It's about small, consistent actions. Track your spending, save a little every week, and review your budget regularly. Over time, these habits create a foundation that's hard to shake. Never neglect your relationships. Financial trouble often stems from poor communication, especially in families. Be transparent with loved ones about finances, and don't let money issues fester. Healthy relationships often mean better financial stability. Never forget to plan for the future. It's easy to get caught up in today's demands and ignore tomorrow. But failing to plan, whether it's for retirement, education, or other long-term goals, is a mistake that can haunt you. Start early, even if it's small. I'm sharing these lessons not as warnings, but as guideposts. Over 5 decades, I've seen that financial stability isn't about luck. It's about choices. If you can avoid these 10 mistakes, you'll give yourself a strong foundation to thrive, no matter what life throws your way. Remember, wealth isn't just about money. It's about peace of mind, freedom, and the ability to live life on your terms. Protect it wisely. The list above may seem straightforward, but the truth is, avoiding these pitfalls requires daily awareness and intentionality. Let me elaborate on a few of these points to deepen their impact and offer fresh insights. On spending less than you earn. I've met people who earn modest wages yet retired comfortably, and others with 6-figure incomes who lived paycheck to paycheck. The difference wasn't how much they made, it was how they managed it. Create a system for yourself. Automate savings so they come out before you even touch your paycheck. It's not about being cheap, it's about being smart. On emergency funds. Think of an emergency fund as a shield against life's curveballs. When your car breaks down or unexpected bills come, this fund ensures you don't sink into debt or derail your progress. Start small if you need to. Saving even $10 a week adds up over time. On borrowing for non-essentials. Debt can be deceptive. Credit cards, personal loans, buy now, pay later offers, they all make it easy to spend money you don't have. But the stress of paying it back can drain your energy and focus. The joy of that impulse purchase fades fast, while the weight of debt lingers for years. On avoiding get-rich-quick schemes, I've seen more people lose money than gain it by chasing fast fortunes. Instead, focus on methods that work. Consistent investing, building your skills, or growing a business with patience and effort. The slower path may not sound exciting, but it's the one that lasts. On planning for the future, the best way to prepare for the future is to start today, no matter where you are. Open that retirement account. Research simple investments. Set up a will or trust. I've learned that the earlier you begin, the more options you'll have later. Time is your greatest ally in financial growth. Now, let me share something personal. One of the hardest financial lessons I learned was about the cost of ignoring relationships. Early in my career, I focused so heavily on building wealth that I neglected the people around me. I thought I was doing it for them, but the truth was, I was building walls. When hard times came, I realized that money alone doesn't solve everything. Relationships do. So, nurture those bonds. Another key insight: wealth is more than numbers. It's the ability to sleep peacefully at night, knowing you're prepared for whatever tomorrow brings. It's the freedom to help a friend in need or take a well-deserved vacation without guilt. True wealth is about balance between work, rest, and purpose. If there's one piece of advice I could emphasize above all, it's this: be proactive, not reactive. Financial trouble often starts when we wait too long to act. When we ignore the warning signs, hoping things will get better on their own. Whether it's setting a budget, cutting unnecessary expenses, or seeking advice, taking action today is always better than waiting for tomorrow. I hope this letter offers you guidance and encouragement. You don't have to be perfect or have all the answers to achieve financial stability. What matters is starting, learning, and staying consistent. Here's to building a future where you're not just avoiding going broke, but thriving in every way possible. Let me dive deeper into some of these lessons, bringing you not just the principles, but the why and how behind them. 50 years of observing, learning, and living have given me a unique perspective, and I want to share the richness of those experiences to truly help you steer clear of financial pitfalls. Spending less than you earn, a non-negotiable rule. It's not the amount of money you make. It's how you manage it that defines your financial stability. I've seen doctors and lawyers drowning in debt, while school teachers quietly built wealth. The key is mastering a simple equation. Income, expenses equals freedom. Here's a tip. Treat saving like paying a bill. Automate 10 to 20% of your income into a savings account the moment your paycheck hits. When you don't see it, you won't miss it. Over time, you'll have a safety net without feeling the pinch. Fresh idea. At the end of each month, review one expense and ask yourself, did this bring me joy or value? If the answer is no, cut it or reduce it next month. This habit creates mindfulness around spending, the life-saving power of an emergency fund. I can't stress this enough. Unexpected expenses are inevitable. Over the years, I've seen families crumble under the weight of financial emergencies that could have been mitigated with a safety net. Start small. Open a separate account labeled Rainy Day Fund and commit to depositing even $5 or $10 a week. Small contributions add up faster than you think. Fresh idea. Pair your emergency fund with a side hustle or a low-risk investment, like a high-yield savings account. This way, you're not just saving, you're growing your safety net. Borrowing for non-essentials. The silent wealth killer. Debt is a double-edged sword. While it can be a tool for building wealth, like a mortgage or business loan, using it for non-essentials is a trap. I've seen people pay for vacations or gadgets on credit, only to regret it as interest snowballs into unmanageable debt. Fresh idea. Implement a 30-day rule for big purchases. If you see something you want but don't need, wait 30 days. More often than not, The impulse will fade, and you'll realize you didn't need it after all. Get-rich-quick schemes. The cost of greed. One of the hardest lessons I've learned is that wealth built slowly is the only wealth that lasts. Over the years, I've seen friends lose fortunes chasing the next big thing, be it speculative stocks, pyramid schemes, or untested business ideas. Instead, adopt what I call the rule of steady returns. Focus on investments with a track record of stability, like index funds, and avoid anything that promises unrealistic results. Remember, true wealth grows like a tree, slowly but surely, with deep roots. Fresh idea. Every time you're tempted by a quick scheme, write down the risks alongside the rewards. Seeing it on paper often makes the risks far outweigh the potential gain. Neglecting health, a hidden financial trap. You might not associate health with finances, but the connection is undeniable. Poor health leads to medical bills, lost income, and diminished productivity. Fresh idea. Make preventive care a financial priority. Invest in a good pair of running shoes instead of costly treatments later. Allocate a small portion of your budget for wellness, gym memberships, healthy food, or even mental health support. Think of it as an investment in your most valuable asset, yourself. Underestimating relationships, a costly mistake. Money problems often stem from fractured relationships. I've seen couples who never discuss finances spiral into debt, and business partners who lost everything because of mistrust. Fresh idea. Schedule regular money talks with those closest to you, your spouse, family, or business partners. Be transparent about goals, budgets, and concerns. Strong relationships are not just emotionally fulfilling. They create a supportive financial foundation. Failing to diversify, a risk you can't afford. I remember meeting a man who invested everything he had into a single business idea. When it failed, he lost everything. Diversification isn't just a financial buzzword. It's a survival strategy. Fresh idea. Apply the 70-20-10 rule. Use 70% of your investments in safe, steady options like bonds or index funds, 20% in moderate risk ventures, and 10% in high-risk, high-reward opportunities. This balance protects you while allowing for growth. Planning for the future. A roadmap to freedom. The best time to start planning for your future was yesterday. The next best time is today. Whether it's retirement, education, or a dream project, the earlier you begin, the easier it becomes. Fresh idea. Set a Future Fridays routine. Spend 30 minutes every Friday reviewing your long-term financial plans. Adjust as needed and celebrate the progress you're making, however small. Final thoughts. These aren't just ideas, they're lifelines. Over the years, I've seen people transform their financial lives simply by avoiding these 10 mistakes. It's not about being perfect. It's about being mindful, intentional, and consistent. Remember, wealth isn't about the amount in your bank account. It's about the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're prepared, the freedom to make choices without fear, and the joy of living a life aligned with your values. Take these lessons to heart, my friend. They come from a lifetime of experiences, both my own and those I've witnessed. Use them to build a foundation that can weather any storm. Let me break this down even more simply, so it's easy to follow and remember. Over the years, I've seen people struggle and thrive with money, and these lessons come from decades of real-life experience. Avoid these 10 mistakes, and you'll be on a path to stay financially strong. Don't spend more than you make. This is the #1 rule. If you spend more than you earn, you'll always feel stuck. Live on less, and save the rest. Start small if you need to, but make sure your money lasts longer than your month. Don't skip having an emergency fund. Life is full of surprises, and not all of them are good. Cars break down, jobs are lost, and medical bills happen. Save a little bit every week until you have at least a few months of living expenses set aside. Don't borrow money for things you don't need. Debt is easy to get into but hard to get out of. If you don't need it, don't borrow for it. Use credit for necessities, not wants. Think twice before swiping that card for vacations or gadgets. Don't fall for easy money schemes. I've seen people lose everything chasing quick money. If someone promises you big rewards with little effort, it's a trap. Real wealth takes time and steady effort. There are no shortcuts. Don't forget your health. If you're not healthy, you can't work or enjoy life. Medical bills can also pile up fast. Take care of your body with good food, exercise, and regular checkups. It's cheaper to prevent problems than to fix them. Don't stop learning. The world is always changing. Learn new skills and stay curious. The more you know, the more opportunities you'll have to grow your money and avoid mistakes. Don't rely on just one income or investment. Putting all your money in one place is risky. Jobs can be lost, businesses can fail, and investments can go wrong. Spread your money around to protect yourself. Don't ignore small habits. Big changes start with small steps. Track your spending, save regularly, and keep an eye on your goals. Small actions every day make a big difference over time. Don't neglect your relationships. Money problems often come from not talking about them. Be open with your family and loved ones about finances. Strong relationships are just as important as a strong bank account. Don't forget to plan for the future. Time goes by faster than you think. Start saving for retirement, education, or other goals now. Even a little bit saved today will grow into something much bigger later. The key to staying financially secure is to stay focused on these basics. You don't need to be perfect, just consistent. It's not about being rich. It's about being stable, prepared, and free to live the life you want. Take care of your money, and it will take care of you. Start today, even if it's just one small step. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.